Hello, people. We're back here. Anca has a chip on our shoulder. Uh, it's a rowdy week. It's a rowdy day. Anca has a soapbox to stand on and shout at you. Uh, Hopefully not you directly.
Yeah,
I
just
want to.
you in the sense of shalama, I suppose.
It's not your fault. Yeah, welcome. Hi,
I
hello. It's the
disagree.
podcast without a name. It's what?
I
Yeah,
disagree.
we're
Maybe it
finding out
is
today
your
why
fault.
it's your fault. We're not going to say who you is. It's
Yeah, because we want those who are guilty to feel the guilt.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Hey, you apparently immediately have something you want to get off your chest.
Nah, not really. I think I already kind of did.
All right. Well, it's another week. We have topics. I mean, I was very lazy, but I don't know. I have weirdly many things that I've recently consumed and thought about. All of them polarizing by themselves.
Oh, great. And you tell me that I have a rant
No, I also
on
have
the
some
brain.
non-polarizing things. I mean, maybe to get it out of the way. I haven't seen the clown recently, but the clown that I talked about, like last episode or the episode before that, I had
Oh,
seen
you
that
mean
clown
the
twice.
clown that you saw in the streets?
Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah. But maybe it's
the
too dangerous.
juggler
Maybe it's too dangerous in Hamburg now for clowns.
for juggler clown.
Yeah,
Was the
maybe.
clown juggling actually?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
That's the only thing I've seen them do. Yep.
So do you miss the clown?
No, I don't like clowns. I specifically do not like clowns. I barely support the existence of circuses.
Wow,
Because
wow, that's a whole freaking swath of people you are just accusing of
well,
having shit jobs.
I cannot divorce the idea of circuses from why they started to exist and how they started to exist. And that the same goes for zoos, kind of. It's basically the same ballpark.
Yeah, something to gawk at.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
something to gawk at, and it's all exploitative. It's only that we now have like Cirque du Soleil, who is like, oh, now we're exploiting the arts in a, you know, it's not that it's art. That is actually art. They do a lot of work for that, but back before that, circus was like, we are not doing any work. We just picked up a weird looking person. Look at them for like $5.
Well, maybe some people were also getting eaten alive by lions in the
Yeah,
circus.
yeah. I don't know if they still do lion stuff.
No idea.
I don't know.
Also, I like how one person in chat was saying clown in the streets, juggler in the sheets.
Wow,
Just had to read that
incredible.
one out.
Yeah.
Well, then, if you haven't seen the clown in a while, then what have you seen?
Not much, to be honest. Like, I mean, in person, not much. I've had a very quiet week of barely leaving the house, having a time because the weather was really bad and my brain was really bad, so I barely did anything.
Oh, I feel that.
Um, I haven't even worked out or anything. I don't know. I went to work. That's, that's something. I did that. Didn't feel that. Okay, maybe I have something that I wanted to say about that. Um, I don't like football. But there's only one context in which I enjoy something about football. And it's kind of weird, especially being German, kind of weird. Um, I enjoy the feeling of seeing a big amount of people being joined in something and just being enthusiastic and enjoying it. Like I liked seeing,
Like in a
I
circus.
went to work. Yes. No, it's like the reason why I like to go to festivals and concerts, right, is to feel the exact opposite of extreme loneliness is if you go to something that you enjoy and there's like just a shit ton of people all enjoying the same thing. And there's in the time that you're there, you're basically joined as one in loving something together. So you
Yeah,
feel
so like
like
an
there's
orgy. No, I'm just kidding. But that's why I like to
why
go
do you have
to
to
game
ruin it?
conventions personally, because that's where I get that kind of feeling. But I get you.
Well, what I was saying is that I saw all these people like on Sunday when the Netherlands played in Hamburg. I saw all the Dutch riding to the stadium. They were pretty nice. There was no incidents with Dutch people, only with the English. Yeah, they made news.
They did, huh?
But yeah,
So rowdy.
yeah. Well, that's how they are, I guess. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't want to stigmatize, but at the same time, it's not really a good look that mostly English fans cause problems in Germany. But that feeling just gave me like a bit of like it gave me the relief from my deep depression that I was sitting in last week. Just knowing that there's just a bunch of people that are just excited about one thing and they really do not care about much else than, well, this is so nice. And then, when I went home, I saw some Dutch people just walking in the street and someone doing like a happy skip because they won. And they were just very just well behaved and unproblematic. I don't know. It was kind of neat.
Well, that is
So
cute.
that feels nice. And I also like if Germans can be like, "Oh, it's the World Cup and we are all in this together now." What I don't like is some people take it the wrong way because we are German, that's it's always weird with showing national pride and all of that stuff. It's
Yeah.
always icky. It's but then in the other way, it's just seeing how many people can enjoy something together. you know yeah, there's also families with children, like literally today I went to get groceries. I went downstairs to get groceries, came back, and as I was going upstairs, a child in a uniform, I don't know what team it is, like black and orange. I don't know what nation that is in the cup, in the European Cup. But the kid and his both of his parents, his mom and his dad, all had the outfit from their team, and they went downstairs and they were playing football behind the house, and it just
Wow,
was
they
kind of
were
cute.
doing like the Christmas thing where the whole family gets Christmas themed pajamas.
Yeah, kind of. They all had the tricots, the uniform. It was just kind of cute because it was like, oh look, these people are all having a moment together, and it just feels like, yeah, I'm happy for you to be able to celebrate something together. And it's not tinged in any political thing or anything. That's, I guess, is another big. It's generally not really political.
Yeah, that is nice, and I can appreciate that. I don't know what nation it is. Shark Dog claims it's Albania, but I wouldn't know.
It could be Albania. We
Yeah,
have a bunch of Albanians in Germany.
I
Like
do
I knew
like
a
it
bunch
when,
growing up.
huh?
I did know a bunch of Albanian people growing up, so it's possible.
I was just gonna say that I appreciate when people find joy in small things like this, like rooting for a team and whatever. But
Hmm.
I also think, gosh, football, there's so much money put into this. So much
Yeah.
money for people to just like be like, yeah, we're this helps us
Yeah.
forget the bleakness of the world.
I mean that's
It's yet
the
another
whole bread
industry.
bread and games.
Yes.
That's
Entertain the
just
masses.
that's yeah, that's always been like that. So like that's an inherent thing that was always exploited in the past of human history.
At least it's not people killing each other in an arena anymore.
Yeah. I don't know what team it was. I was trying to look it up, but it was orange and black. Not sure. Not sure. I'm also gonna have to work during the German game on Sunday, which is like, okay, at least that's not in Hamburg because that would be chaos. We'll see.
Yeah, what we had in
We'll see.
Hamburg was like Netherlands, Poland.
Yeah, Netherlands. We have games on Sundays and Wednesdays in Hamburg, I believe.
Oh, so there's another one.
I believe Germany plays on Sunday, right? I think
The
so.
Germany game is
But
right
yeah,
now.
it's possible there's another game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, yeah, this isn't a football podcast. I'm not really a football person, but I'm just saying that it's like something nice. And that's just something that I noticed on my way to work. Otherwise, work, same old. I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, well, how was your stuff week? Anything
My
interesting?
stuff.
Got something to talk about?
Well, I talked to a group of students about how we basically are doing a business and we have no idea what we're doing, and they laughed at a bunch of things because it's kind of funny how
Yeah.
you basically, like, I think one of the jokes that I made, which is actually also purely true, is that we made a company that is limited liability, and we went through the hassle of doing that with and the more complexity that it has, rather than just like an association of people. We did that in order to avoid the liability of the shareholders if
Mhm.
the company goes bankrupt. But then we also went and we made ourselves, all three of us, directors, which are liable with their assets.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that sounds very smart.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't
Well,
really
the
know
talk
what
was
other
good.
benefits are about what we did. Otherwise, maybe they will come someday.
Maybe. I don't know. I think it's really tough to create a business on your own without experience in making that happen, right? I like a lot of people that do like this whole uh like nepo baby, like nepotist stuff where you have like your parents or relatives that already have companies and they put you into management positions so you can earn like experience on your resume already. They basically can just tell their kid everything to do to start out, because they already have the lawyers, they already have the accountants and all of that. But it's really tough for somebody to like work your way up into this instead of like just dropping into it through like being lifted into it by your family.
Yeah, for sure. But it's fine, You're it's we're still figuring it out. We still obviously are around for now.
Yeah, yeah, but that I guess the talk went well.
Yeah, that was fine.
That's nice. That's neat. You're the big like representable person. I mean, presentable person. You can now go places and people value your opinions on shit.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
presumably.
that's that's like what politicians do. Just keep up doing that and being a speaker with your experience, even if your experience is bad, because that's what politicians do, right? When they stop being in office, what they immediately do is they get hired by big companies to give talks to just rub each other's backs and make like millions.
Yeah, I'd love to make millions, but I also feel like I have nothing to really teach people. But maybe that's the right combo.
I don't think Donald Trump has anything to teach people. Still, people pay him to be at places and talk about his non-existent knowledge about.
Yeah, it's very bizarre to me.
We have never talked about that, but Masterclass is a giant freaking ripoff. There's a masterclass by Ninja, I think, how to become like professional
Oh,
and
the
whatever.
streamer? It's
Yeah,
it's a
there's like
streaming
masterclasses.
masterclass.
Yeah, there's masterclasses by George W. Bush did a masterclass on how to be president. Who
Yeah,
is
I
that for?
know. I know. Like, who the
Who's that
fuck is gonna
for?
become a president? Like, the audience for that is so ridiculous.
Oh, I bet I get that because I have a feeling, next election period. What if I accidentally become president? I want to be prepared.
Yeah, I
I want to.
mean, listen, how else are you gonna learn for the invariable moment where you actually become president of the United States?
Yeah. I mean, surely you can learn from him, if 9/11 Part 2 Electric Boogaloo happens, how do you handle that, from you learn from the best. You learn from the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta learn it from the Bushman.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna have my master class right up there with George W. Bush.
Yeah, Germany also gets presidents, but here presidents are much more behind. They're more like for public relations and stuff, I believe, than the chancellor. The chancellor is the real person in power.
Well, the chancellor also is very much the spokesperson of things, so I don't really get it.
Yeah, but the president is not nearly as powerful as kind of like a interesting. Yeah, but you had a talk. Yeah, I don't know. I was back to streaming on yesterday actually, so that's good.
I was back to streaming yesterday too because last week I was kind of I skipped two things. I skipped my like your podcast that we were supposed to
Yeah.
do because I wasn't feeling great. And then I also skipped my stream on Sunday because I had stuff to do, which was finally us doing this infrared laser scan thing of our office space. We finally did that.
Oh,
It's not public yet though, because we still have to see if there's anything we need to blur out and stuff. But we went in, we did the camera thing, and it took like it. We did 40 scan points of that entire office space. Each one of them took 2 minutes because we went with the highest resolution, and some
what
of
is
them
that
also.
resolution?
I don't know, just like the highest it can do with the 360 camera. It's not like it told you a number. It's more about just how long it takes to scan everything. I think so, how many data points it collects. And yeah, it took us a few hours to finish all of that because also if you control stuff from a tablet, from the app, and you have to go hide before you press the button for the camera to scan.
Awkwardly, every photo has like a limb of yours sticking out behind some furniture.
Hopefully not. I didn't see any stray limbs, but you never know.
Like an
But
after image.
that could actually be a real risk, because if you go too far away from the camera, it drops connection and then it fails to perform the scan. It gives you an error and you have to do it again. So you have to be within reasonably small distance from it.
That's basically like setting off a bomb.
Well, it kind of did feel like we're doing something weird, like leaving something dangerous behind and hiding. You have to trust in the process, though, that it's not the bomb. It's not going to blow up behind you.
That sounds kind of fun though, but probably very complicated.
The process of scanning is not complicated. It's rather just like tedium, but
Oh, okay.
we're trying to
I thought like
see.
the whole putting it together.
You don't like the app itself just automatically composites all those scans. You don't
Oh,
really
wow.
do that. That's the service they sell you. That's why you pay subscription money.
Oh, it composts it for you.
It composts it, yeah. The reason why I scanned it's because there's a whole business model where people basically create virtual tours of spaces to present them online. If you have like a museum or a church or a shared like a co-working space and people want to just see what it looks like inside, you pop this 3D scan, in a player in your browser. You can make it a CS:GO map, surely, yeah? Like if you get the 3 model.
I mean, I would love if some gyms and places had that, because I would know exactly what machines they have, for example. Because sometimes with working out and stuff, it's a real gamble if you're going to find a machine that you're really used to, because there's too many different variants and they don't list them online.
Damn,
So,
Shalama, that's a see, like that's a specific use case that I hadn't thought about. Going up to gyms and asking them if they want the scan done.
well, I mean, particularly some club you might join and invest in for like a prolonged period is something you might want to know what it exactly is laid out like. Also, if you're like, we have a bunch of people in my gym that use wheelchairs. So I imagine to them it's probably very important that the entire gym is one floor. I mean, that's something that is more easily conveyed if you have an actually entire layout of the place.
That's also a very good point.
It's not, you can tell them and you can say it online, but I feel like humans are very visual beings. I feel like it's always way better to be able to see something to really register.
Hmm. Yeah, it is. It is definitely the case, and especially in our attention economy, where it's like so much stuff bombards you. Kind of just want to see everything pictured, or else
Yeah.
pictures or get GTFO. Yeah, but that's a very cool point with the accessibility aspect of the space. I hadn't even
I mean,
really
you
thought of
never
that.
know what someone needs as well, you know. I don't know. People have
Yeah.
different things. I mean, some people might also be like they just really need to know because they have anxieties and other issues with just going somewhere without knowing, right? That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I can
that's like
relate
a
to
real
that.
thing. And I feel like if I had the choice between two places and one of them I have no idea about, and the other one I get all the information, I can make it if the place is good, which they should be because they want me as a customer or whatever. I would prefer that place, honestly. Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
big thing to me. Like, especially to me, being prepared for stuff makes it way less likely that I don't, that I actually skip on doing it, because it's this thing of being prepared and knowing. And that stuff really helps in that regard, I guess.
yeah, and you don't want to have to like go to that gym or to that whatever space it is and actually ask them, hey, can I like take a tour or like get
Yeah.
a free trial of
I wish
to
like
work
all
out in your
concert
gym.
venues also had that, so I know what to expect. Just
I,
if you buy a ticket or whatever, I find it so puzzling that you can still buy tickets to concerts in big arenas, and you have no clue what the view actually is like from every seat. I have no idea why that still is.
yeah, that is also kind of frustrating. You just kind of book a seat somewhere and you're just hoping that that's gonna give you a nice visibility. You just assume that the layout is designed with that, like with that. Yeah, if you book this fancy seat here, it's definitely gonna look great. But do I know that?
Yeah.
Not until I'm there.
I think there's like an American company that was advertised on podcasts for a while where you can see the view from every seat. I've not seen that for German places. I don't know. But there's also a bunch of concerts soon happening in Hamburg that I would really be, or like in the surrounding area. But it's like, Jesus, these are so expensive. Like I would love to see Donald Glover. I
Mhm.
think it's in Hanover or Berlin, though. And then you have like $100 for the trip, $100 for the tickets. Like, how am I paying for that? I'm not paying for that. I'm just going to have to skip and hope it comes again. I think the biggest regret I actually have is Pacifier, like one of the bands by the singer of Tool and The Perfect Circle.
Maynard.
Yeah, Maynard.
I don't know his full name right now. I know who you mean.
James Maynard, and there's another one in there. Is it Taylor?
Maynard
No.
James Keenan.
Keenan, that's what it is. Maynard James Keenan. Yeah. Yeah, he has like 3 bands that regularly do tour. I mean, Tool, I don't know how often they actually still tour. But I am, in hindsight, I really do regret that I didn't go to that concert or managed. But I need to get to concerts again because it's like
Maynard
it's
actually
such a weird
has
transition.
But just as a parenthesis here, he has 4 bands that are still active: Tool, A Perfect Circle, Pucifer, and Green Jelly.
I think he also sang like on at least one Deftones song. I don't know which one it was though, but I recognize his voice in the vocals.
Yeah, very prolific artist.
But I think there was a big moment. This is a weird tangent, but kind of now it's on my mind. When Taylor, that's where the name probably comes from in my mind, the drummer of Foo Fighters died a while ago. And I was really scared because the last time I had seen Foo Fighters was like 2014 or something. And I was like, I don't want to never be able to see the band again because it's like my favorite band.
Aww.
Just for vibes and everything. And for like Dave Grohl just being a very huggable person, you know. There's like if you ever want to have like a you want to be chuffed for somebody just being a really decent, nice person, look up like Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl fan interactions during concerts. Those things are so disgustingly sweet. It's actually
sickening.
Yeah, it's sickening.
It's me sick to my guts. Yeah, the way he brings fans on stage so he can drum with them, or like I don't know, gave them his guitar to play some.
Yeah, he let like a dude that was just being insanely struck sit on stage and be sung to by Dave Grohl while Dave Grohl had his leg cast still because he had an injury, and the dude just full up went there. It was man crying at having Dave Grohl sing to him. Or like he gave another guy a guitar that he let play on stage. He invited like a little girl to play drums against him. I don't know. There's just a bunch of those. He went to like some fans to play garage like concert in their garage, stuff like that.
Terrible
just
guy.
Seems like generally a nice person.
Yeah.
Terrible guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just really want to see them live again when I can. And that's why now, after that happened, I'm glad they still tour now. They have found a new drummer. But for a while they just circulated through people, just like Slipknot, because they had a similar situation. Because Joey Jordison, the drummer of Slipknot, who is notoriously insanely good, they had a really hard time replacing him. Also, there's an insanely cute moment where Taylor's son plays with the Foo Fighters.
I think they did that in like a memorial concert or something.
Yeah. I think so. That was really emotional too. But yeah, I really need to be able to see bands that I love because I feel like there's something in having a live performance. If you've never been to a concert of some band you like, I would really, even if it's really hard for you, I would really try and see if there's some way you can manage, because I've gone to a lot of concerts and they're all special basically. And I think at least having the experience once is something that you might not want to.
Well, yeah, I guess I wish I would go to more concerts, but I don't know. I've not really been doing that. I guess I never went to that many concerts. Like I tried harder when I was younger, but then like in recent years, I kind of am just like, I don't really know what concerts I would even want to go to, and they're so expensive. So I usually just skip because I don't have the money.
Yeah, that's the stuff that sucks. Yeah.
Like the last concert I was at and that had been the first concert in a very long time, was the Cosmos Sheldrake one, which was very lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, I'm not sure if I count that. I also went to like this post-punk little show that happened a while ago, but that was like some bands that I hadn't even heard of. It was just like me joining a friend there. And yeah, apart from that, I just can't even remember going to concerts I think the one that I had gone before that too was also like a Cosmo Sheldrake one, and that probably happened pre-pandemic.
Wow. Yeah, for me, it's been longer than that, sadly. I think the
Yeah.
last things I went to were like supporting if a friend, someone in the friend group in a battle of the bands. Like I attended like almost all the times they played at the battle of the bands
Wait, but was
in
this
Hamburg.
their bands that they were playing
Yeah,
in?
yeah. He was a drummer for that band.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of concerts that you went
Yeah,
to support them.
I think like 3 or 4 or so, maybe more, maybe 5. I
And
don't
this
know.
was
I
in
don't remember.
Germany.
Yeah, in Hamburg.
I didn't even know
The
that Battle of the Bands was a thing.
Yeah, it's from the production company EMI, I think. Was what it was. The
Hmm.
father of the guy was like friends with the singer of Die Toten Hosen as well, like one of the biggest German band. I've never met him though. I've never met Campino, the singer of Toten.
No, no dead pants,
No Dead Pants.
such.
Just like I need to call out that most people in chat that are having an opinion on Dave, have anything to say about the whole Dave Grohl thing, only having positive things to say. So everybody in chat would explode with happiness. Apparently, everybody that cares.
Well, I would also not pass on the chance, I guess.
Yeah, understandably. But yeah, I don't know how we got here. 3D scanning venues, places to go, music,
Yeah.
arts.
I guess
Yeah.
I mean, people in chat were also joking that we're turning into a room imaging company. I don't really know that that's the case. We're just trying it out and seeing if there's any point to it. Because I guess now that you're telling me about like these ideas with like why people might want to see a venue and why that would be also maybe an accessibility reason or just like an anxiety soothing reason, maybe that's still like there's some merit into doing it, but I don't know. We're also not sure because the thing is there's a lot of companies that are even based in Hamburg that do it. And yeah, I don't know if there's any point in even more of those.
I don't know. Any industry has more than one competitor, though.
Yeah, sure, but it's a very, very specific thing that like what I've seen is that it's basically these companies that are in Hamburg use this service that is US based and they both kind of do the same thing because that service operates in a specific way. So they're basically just using this tool in a similar fashion.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got to try, I guess.
We'll see.
But speaking of art, you had a topic lined up very much kind of about art.
About
Yeah,
art,
tangentially. Yeah, bananas can be art.
Sure, there is banana art. I don't even know how to
Bananas.
tackle this topic. I was just following, like, first time I read about this was on LinkedIn of all places, and people were complaining that now there's a Steam game that is topping the charts.
Yeah.
That is basically a banana clicker.
Yeah.
And then I saw that the Spiffing Brit made a video about the whole situation. I also saw like Moist Critical do a small rant about that. I also went and I checked the banana stats on SteamDB, and it's the second game with the most concurrent players right now after CSGO 2.
And why is that?
Well, probably because of bots.
Yeah.
But they presumably have 800,000 concurrent users right now.
Oh, Jesus. Last time I heard about it, it was like less than 100,000. It's so stupid. Okay, it's really gotten out of hand.
Yes, it is. It has. That's what I'm saying.
They
like
move
when
so quick.
it's insane.
Like I don't want to say who, but in my mind, I kind of know who does it. Like I've seen TikToks of these people showing off software, how to control like 100 phones and things to effectively exploit stuff. The people that also probably do like farming gold in games and stuff and selling that. Yeah, but why do so many people want to do that? What's the point?
Well, because this is the like obviously the banana game So how it's set up for those who haven't heard the news, this is just a game where it's not really a game. You click a banana, you open this window, there's a banana, you click it. The more you click it, the number goes up. And if you have this thing open for 3 hours, it's going to drop a new banana design in your Steam inventory. So not that you get that banana on screen. It doesn't, like the banana you see on screen doesn't change skin or anything like that. It just gives you an inventory drop.
Yeah. Wake up, babe. New banana just dropped. You know, that's what you say to your partner. Yeah, imagine there's two people laying in bed and being like, "Oh, the new banana dropped. Look at my Steam inventory. I have a new banana."
Oh, I got that rare banana design. I can sell it for 1,000 euros.
I only saw the Spiffing Brit video, but so I only know that little bit. But and then also I was watching another streamer that also people in chat were like, play that. Yeah, why? Because everybody does it. But not everybody streams it. It's more like, this is the thing now. We want to see you get rare drops of bananas. Because you don't just get any banana, right? You get special bananas.
Well, I think the rare drops you might get when you run the game for a very long time or something. Like, I don't really get. I think you get a random drop every 3 hours and every 18 hours. I don't know. And I don't really like. I only care in the sense that I am really pissed that this is a thing and that people will find ways to speculate on markets with the dumbest fucking things. Like, this is basically kind of like NFTs, and it's another fucking scam where people are just hoping that they will be not the last ones selling this thing. They're trying to scam on each other to get a little bit more money than the dumbass was before them.
I really don't want to do a mansplain, but I feel like I want to tighten up the context a little, because it's not an entirely new thing, right? Because Team Fortress 2 has a player base, and some of the player base is just people being logged in so they get hats and shit that they can sell for money on the market, right? So
yeah.
This is all kind of to blame because this Steam does allow drops, and this person just made a game that gives you guaranteed drops.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the context, the extra context that I have is I saw a Reddit post of somebody that was like, on our finances, like on the finances place, it was like, I invested like $50 in this one of 100 golden bananas.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, because I didn't manage to look into the account of the dev, but at least according to the Spiffing Brit video, the person's account is set to, like, the inventory is set to private, so you cannot actually see what bananas they have in their inventory, right? And the dev could just be posting a lot of these bananas on the market and getting them bought by other people or whatever bots, because like, they could just be having most of these drops. How do you know? You can't see what they're putting into the market.
The other 99 golden bananas and just waiting to trickle feed them into the public that will buy them like idiots, because these are not even NFTs. They're not unique. Like the one of 100 bananas is kind of unique. It's not an NFT though. That's not how NFTs work.
No.
And Valve can shut this down at any point. They can just vanish. This is like not on the blockchain or something. This is on Valve's servers. And if they decide that this thing is a scam, they can just annex it and be like, yeah, no, we are returning all the money and it's just gone.
I don't know. The last community post I saw from the dev was saying something like, we're changing stuff around. We're introducing stuff that is not just bananas, which I really don't understand what that fucking means, because you literally made
the market.
Yeah, you're expanding the market beyond just bananas drops or what? But they also kind of sounded like maybe Valve did kind of start getting on their ass and they maybe have to change something about what they're doing. But I don't really know. I mean, obviously this is still the same thing so far.
They also have a shop, right? You can also buy bananas.
You can buy bananas
that do nothing.
Yeah, and then you can sell the bananas that you buy from the dev on the market too. Like, you buy a banana for like 25 cents and then you try to sell it more on the market. Like, and then you hope that some idiots are gonna buy it for more.
Yeah, and now we have hundreds of thousands of bots trying to farm bananas to hope and make money. But the market is saturated. Who buys the bananas?
It could
Because
be
there's
that
no value in
the
them.
devs themselves buy the bananas so that there appears to be somebody who buys bananas for very high
Maybe.
amounts, and that continues the cycle of, oh, look, there's a
Yeah.
demand for the bananas. Bananas are selling for $1,000, and there are listings that are going for, like, some people are trying to sell some of these bananas for like $1,500.
I would get it if it at least had any implication of like you get something out of it, but there is nothing. You cannot display the banana.
Wow,
It's just
listen. We
there's
heard
nothing.
we got this. We got Shalama recorded live saying that he would buy the bananas if there was anything to get out of them.
That's not what I said. I said I don't see any purpose in them. There's literally people are speculating on something that has no use. NFTs are an asset that can be invested in, right? Because there's a promise behind NFTs usually. There's you can use them in your Twitter profile picture, right? For example, it's you are the only person that owns it. These bananas are mostly not unique, or none of them are unique.
Yeah, I
There's
mean, you
no
sort of
game that
own
you
the
can use
NFT,
them
but
in.
you own a link to a thing rather than, I don't know. Like the NFTs
Yeah.
were also just.
But the whole stupid promise that most people were not knowledgeable enough to know that it cannot be possible was the promise that you would be eventually able to use NFTs in every game, like it's your own unique thing that only you own. You can use your sort of ass clapping in World of Warcraft, but then you play Modern Warfare, and you can also use the melee weapon that is your sort of ass clapping that only you own. And the devs, for some reason, designed your item to be in the game. They spent money and hours on putting the sort of ass clapping into the next game. Oh, the next online game is coming out. Riot's MMO is coming out. I
Stop
already have
talking.
my
I have
NFT
so many
weapon ready.
questions about that
I'm
ass
here.
clapping sword. And you're like, I want to just answer those questions, but you keep going.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, that's the whole promise. And that is so ridiculous. No
Is it
dev
like the
wants to make
sword?
an asset out of that shit.
Is it like the sword of of horse shitting, but the like in Red Dead Redemption, where you basically can make a horse shit like gold chunks if you use the sword on it, or like
Why? Your imagination is taking it. It was basically
you
not loose.
you
It's blown
started.
up the place and now it's floating in space
No,
aimlessly.
no, you did that with saying that this is a sort of ass clapping, and I still don't really
Yeah.
understand what that means.
Well, it's the sort you use to clap asses. Probably I can make up a reason. I've read enough item descriptions on Final Fantasy. It's because the sword was used to defeat an evil army of donkeys. They, you know, they smacked the donkeys with the sword into submission, and the war was over. It's
Yeah,
the
that
sort of
doesn't
ass
make
clapping.
sense because you do not clap a donkey, you smack a donkey. So it would be ass smacking, if anything. In your scenario, it makes like where it would make sense is if these donkeys were clapping their hands in appreciation.
Sure. Some creative licensing with that, it can take on whatever context it needs, the stupid NFT in whatever game it is in. Like if you play Need for Speed, what are you going to do with the sort of ass clapping? Surely it's just a dangly thing on your rear view mirror, It's not
Maybe,
clapping anything. Maybe
maybe it
it's clapping
has
for you at the sidelines.
how maybe the ass has like the hilt has some ass cheeks that clap for you whenever you wield it.
Sure, maybe it has a clapping ass on it.
Yeah. Yeah, because
As you
donkeys don't
perform
have
well with your
hands.
sword, it cheers you on by having its ass cheeks clap for you.
Oh.
You know the sword guard? That's just two cheeks clapping. There you go. Happy now? Happy now, huh?
You mean the thing that is between your hand and the blade? This thing that like it's the hand stopper. That's what you
Yes.
mean. Would be just ass
Yeah, the
cheeks
the guard.
clapping. Because I was thinking that maybe you mean that you have a sword sheath and you stick the sword between the cheeks.
Oh, please. Oh, God. God.
There's just so many things you can do with a sword and a pair of
Yeah,
cheeks.
yeah, yes. Well, speaking of NFTs, you want to hear something other? No, actually, I'm so conflicted. I have two things that immediately have a segue into from this.
Okay, well, let's go with number two.
Okay, sure. Ass number two, going from ass straight into number two. It's fine. Yeah. Speaking of making money by exploiting a video game, there's a much smarter way you can apply yourself. You could find employment in a video game. Why don't you, maybe there's someone in chat that has a favorite pastime of playing a little game called Roblox. Maybe you have a child, like a
Oh,
5-year-old that likes to play
not the child
Roblox.
labor game.
Maybe you want to make sure that while your kid plays a video game, they could actually contribute to your household and not be like a useless little gremlin that just eats the hair off your head.
Eats and poops your money.
Yeah, maybe you could let your kid be a worker for minimum wage. I think it's actually minimum wage. I don't know which minimum wage. Like in Germany would be like 14 bucks, I think. You can have your kid work in IKEA in Roblox.
No.
Yeah, that's a thing.
What? Excuse me?
I have researched this so poorly. I just know that it's real. I don't know if it's actually operated by IKEA, but I guess it probably is, because who is paying the money for this?
That sounds like a partnership. So
in Roblox. Yeah, it probably is a partnership. And you get minimum wage just doing shifts in Roblox and working on IKEA.
So is this like a marketing campaign that IKEA has decided to
No, it is actually IKEA themselves. There's an IKEA site for this. Here's the actual website. IKEA is opening a new store on Roblox, and you could be paid to work there.
Oh my.
Launching June 24th. It's not open yet. The co-worker game will allow players to experience working in IKEA's virtual universe.
Oh, this is like having an internship at IKEA.
Fans will be able to live their home furnishing dreams and get paid for it with a limited number of paid roles available. Applications for paid roles in the co-worker game are open from today until Sunday 16th. Oh, it's over.
Damn it, I've missed it. Oh, fuck. Why would you not tell me about this sooner? God damn it.
Imagine I go to my unemployment officer at the job center because I don't have a job, and I'm like, oh, you don't have to call me in anymore. I'm off your system. I'm not paying taxes. I found a job. And they're like, can you give us like the address of your new employer so we can verify this? Yeah, it's in, giving them a IP address of the server that it's hosted on.
Come on, just give them the IKEA HQ address, it's fine.
From Darren Taylor, from Country People and Culture Manager from IKEA UK in Ireland. Country People and Culture Manager. That's such a weird job title.
Country People and Cultures? What?
Culture Manager. Yeah.
Who makes up these
We're excited to launch paid work on Roblox to showcase how we do careers differently, bringing our unique career philosophy to life.
So wait,
there's
because
no set route to career progression. What?
It says country, people, and culture. There is no comma, so they're talking about countryside inhabitants.
Yeah, they manage country people. Sure.
Great. Just wanted to clarify.
Can I read this, please?
Yes, go ahead.
This explains why they do this. At IKEA, there's no set route to career progression. Our co-workers are able to change roles, switch departments, and grow in any direction they choose, both in the game or in the real world. If you want to be a unicorn, you can be a unicorn in Roblox and IKEA. You can, because I don't know if they have restrictions on what outfit you can have. I'd seen some wild outfits in Roblox. There are many ways to learn and grow at IKEA, and that's what IKEA on Roblox is all about. So they made just a giant IKEA in Roblox, and you can work there. I feel like we need to do a stream and go there.
Sure. Okay.
You get motion sickness, and I get to see IKEA.
All right. I guess we got to do this one for science.
For science. If there was still cursed craft, they should do it. But
yeah. Well, maybe Simon, if Simon is listening, gotta go with G to IKEA on Roblox. Maybe gotta get a mini job there, because streamer life ain't paying.
You must be 18 plus to work there, so it's not kids.
So it's not kids.
Who proves that you apply for the job, but it's not your kid working there?
Well, they claim that the recruitment process includes a questionnaire and will require an updated CV. Videos can also be submitted, and if successful, applicants will be invited to a digital interview.
Yeah, but you can do all of that, and then you can still have your 8-year-old do it during the summer break.
That's true. Like, how do they know who actually ends up working?
Yeah. And here we have the skibbity toilets, you know. If you got to be a little suspicious there if you're tour guide in the IKEA supermarket, in the IKEA furniture store.
Yeah.
So
Also, this is
talks about
only
phantom tax.
yeah, phantom tax. You gotta have the lingo of the kids.
Yeah, you get paid 13 pounds and 15 pence. It's just in the UK,
Yeah.
which apparently is supposed to be minimum wage for a London. IKEA hourly rate pay for a London co-worker. So that's what you get paid in London at IKEA, if you the same money.
I just don't understand because okay, maybe the worker is supposed to be an adult and whatnot, but
Yeah.
Roblox is still a game mostly played by kids, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know who this
So,
is for at all.
like the kids are supposed to start being brainwashed into buying furniture from
Yeah,
IKEA
surely
from
most
very early
customers are
on.
just kids coming there to troll the people working there. You're just being paid to be obnoxiously annoyed by kids, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know either. It's fascinating though. I find it very fascinating.
Yeah.
They have like one image in the link I showed that of the place, but that's all. I don't know. I imagine if going to the Roblox IKEA and working there is the only way to get the outfit of an IKEA worker, and people would do it just because they want the exclusive outfit.
Yeah, like they probably gonna have some fucking unique drops that you can get from
There
the
is a
IKEA store.
there is an ID badge at the top that shows like an IKEA uniform on a Roblox character.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. So I don't know. I don't know. It's really fascinating to
And there
me.
you
So
go.
weird.
There's the application site that is now
The
no
coworker.
longer operational or open for.
4 days and 13 hours, and it
Look at
opens.
that. Look at how you could look. You could find a meatball in the shark head and the fucking jungle skog
Oh wow! You can
backpack.
get the flippin'
The
the
IKEA
flippin'
hat.
bucket hat.
The
Yeah,
bucket hat, yeah. Plastic bucket.
can have the sweatiest hat available.
Mm-hmm.
Unironically, if this would have been available for me, and if this would be like a steady income, I'm not gonna lie. Like fully seriously, I would consider this. There are worse jobs, and you can do this entirely from home. And honestly,
Uh,
you can sit on the toilet and work at IKEA for all you know. Like it doesn't matter. You're not on camera. The pay is really good for what it is.
I mean, yeah,
It's basic.
kind of.
It's almost universal base income-ish. You could do another job while doing this job, basically. I
I
don't
could
know.
definitely live off of this
Yeah,
compared to making no money for months.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sign up. I mean, now but if this is successful, this feels more charity-ish because they're basically introducing people into their workforce. Their whole sentence they have on this thing from the manager that seems to be behind this is that they have a lot of like cross integration stuff. So if you it's like government jobs in Germany. You work one position, you can just switch to other places. Seems very fluid. So you could essentially use this to get a different job at IKEA that is probably paid better. I don't know. It's so weird. It genuinely feels like it when you look at it, it feels like a good opportunity. I don't really see the downside to this.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that I still cannot help but see it as a brainwash move to make kids love IKEA furniture and whatever.
Yeah, maybe. But I
The
mean, people have
meatballs.
surely made IKEAs in Roblox themselves already.
Maybe? I don't know.
Like there's people that make McDonald's and other places. I don't know. How? But that's one of the topics that's vaguely related to making money online. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. Chef claims that he found 3 questions from the questionnaire for working at
How
the
do you
IKEA
feel about
Roblox.
being turned into pixels? I hope it's not painful.
Yeah, I would hope so.
If you were pixelated IKEA furniture, which one would you be and why?
That's a hard question.
I think I would, if it had to be furniture, not like a teddy bear or something, I would be a. Oh, no, actually, I don't like the implication I was going for.
We're
Most
gonna
things
go
I
for a
used.
chair so they can sit on you.
Yeah, no. I thought of a comfort, and one of the nicest things to sit on they have is like that Strandmon or whatever. But I don't want to be a chair that people sit on. What is a good thing to be? A
Yeah,
lampshade? Nobody touches you.
true. Yeah. Or like a light bulb. One of those fucking
Yes,
light bulbs that have these fancy hipster shapes that imitate old, like these
yeah.
tungsten light bulbs.
Honestly, yeah. Someone in chat made a very good point. If you are in the dating game right now, and you are on Hinge, Bumble, or whatever the heck you use, Tinder. Yeah, there are some free openers for you. Ask people what IKEA furniture they would like to be and why.
And
That's gonna get a
whether
conversation started.
they would flip out if they ran out of pixelated hot dogs.
Yeah. Wow, hot dog. Wow,
Hot dog, baby.
that's a good question. I like that question for no particular reason.
Well,
Like
I think this is the pod.
I think this is a good point to stop on.
Yeah, let's fucking end it.
Oh, like one pixelated hot dog, please.
Would you
Hot
still
dog,
love
baby.
me if I was an IKEA chair?
Yeah. Well, it's better than being a worm. You're
True.
basically immortal as an IKEA chair.
Yeah, I don't know if they last that long.
Well, I mean, the parts of you will last a long care of.
So will the parts of a worm.
What do you mean?
Because if you cut a worm in half, I think it still like perpetuates.
If that was how that really worked, we would be swimming in worms right now.
Maybe we are,
We would just be covered in worms.
You just don't see them. Also, Worms is a place in Germany.
Worms, probably, yeah. It's not called worms.
It's called Worms.
There's also a place called
Worms.
Ficken, which does mean fucking in Germany. So
Fucking?
yeah.
It means fucking?
And,
Nice.
there's also a last name. I used to know someone called Fig.
Good for you, Shalama. All right. I'm gonna cut you off. I think
All
we
right.
gotta end it before we go on some fucking tangents.
That's fine. Well, it's good to be back. I hope everybody enjoyed this.
Yeah,
Check
I'm
us
glad
out
we're
on
back.
the medias, in the comments if there are any. What did you like? Would you like to be? What furniture would you like to be? Huh? Comment down below. Send an email to shalama.biz with a Z.
Yeah,
at
tell
gmail.com.
shalama.biz, whatever, shalamabiz@gmail.com if you're a top or a bottom at IKEA.
Tell me what furniture and why.
Yeah.
And find us. on
Somebody
Twitch.
send this man an email already.
Subscribe to this channel, like this video, come to us on Twitch and Anastasia on Twitch and Shalama _, that's the place to be. And
Yeah,
make
legit.
weird comments and make suggestions in my Discord, even though you've never been active in my community.
Yeah, you're just gonna get more of these people who come in to drop some suggestions in your suggestion channel and then leave on their own.
Play Pizza Tower. Yeah. All right.
Look at that. Francie is back.
Yeah.
And-
It's over.
And Chef wants to be a wardrobe, probably so he can get filled up, or
Oh,
a
wow.
wardrobe. Go on. All right.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Shalom? Are you gonna stream?
It's a bit too late to kick one off. I might do one tomorrow earlier.
Yeah.
And then Friday, I'm probably gonna actually do Shadow of the Earth Tree. But yeah, I kind of have
Elden Ring cock ring.
Elden Dong, yes.
Elden Dong. Yeah.
That's and I still have Tavern Talk I gotta get into because I think people were enjoying that and I enjoy the voice acting stuff. So I might do more of that tomorrow, just before Elden Ring on Friday. Yeah.
Sandbart wants to be a shoe rack, so they can feel like they're being stepped on.
Wow.
But
Well,
you usually don't get people's feet on the shoe rack, just the shoes. I don't.
No, you want to be a doormat in that case.
No, you want to be a bathroom mat.
Oh, yeah, that's true because then people are bare feet on you. And
Then you get direct contact with the grippers.
I'm glad you're enlightening me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can only return the favor, or a bed. Yeah, be a bed.
Yeah, watch out for jobs at IKEA in Roblox.
Nah, too late. Those have been filled.
There might be more jobs.
One can hope.
Who knows
right?
if people are going to come into work, they might call in sick, cyber sick. They're going to stay in their cyber bedrooms in Roblox. What happens if you are employed at Roblox, at IKEA and Roblox, and you call in sick, but you're still playing Roblox while sick, and they see it.
Then they'll probably say, you know what? Fair enough. You're still kind of doing your job.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they have team meetings and they do
But
something like a
only
Walmart
only
shuffle.
if they're playing Roblox while still wearing the IKEA clothes, because you still have to represent, I think.
Yeah, I suppose. You have a work account, probably.
All
Yeah.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, Shalami.
Bye-bye.